Okay, I am officially here. I'm just making sure this sounds okay really quick. And yeah, we're here. All right, cool. But hi, everybody. Whether you're watching me morning, afternoon, or evening, whether you're watching or lurking, because again, you can always just lurk on here if you'd like. You do not have to say anything. I just definitely want to make that consistently known every time I stream. Or whether you're watching the VOD, because I can't assume everybody's here live. I hope you're having a nice one. Thank you so much for your patience in terms of me again. Like I say every stream, I'm going to probably run a little bit late, but getting better in terms of consistency. So finding my rhythm. I always take a little bit of time to get used to things, but I always find my rhythm eventually. So it's all goody in the hoodie. Just as a quick announcement in terms of things too, just as a reminder, we only have a few more days left in regards to Gamers Outreach. So a week from today will be the last time that will be fundraising for the Spoopy events, Magical Moments Month. So thank you for those of you who contributed so far in terms of fundraising. We still have our incentives posted on social media, but as a reminder, again, every stream until October 31st will be used for Gamers Outreach. So just want to put that reminder as always in terms of things too. Let me just make sure that's... Oh, sorry, my thing was not letting me use my commands. There we go. And then otherwise, we're still on schedule in terms of trying to find a pacing that works in terms of scheduling. Like I said, my goal is to try to do like a soft debut for Twitch sometime before the end of the year as I've adjusted my schedule. But again, we are planning to play Unknown 9 as well as some other games. We are updating our technology and things like that too, in terms of being able to do some of the goals and plans that I have going into 2025. And as I've shared again, I will start posting some of my schedule in regards of taking breaks and things like that as we get closer for the rest of the year. So just know probably from now until, well, not now, but probably after Halloween towards November, going all the way until February, I might not be streaming as frequently. It might just be cut down at worst to maybe like once or twice a week. But for the most part, you'll still see me stream the stuff that I want, which is Unknown 9, Final Fantasy 14, Unicorn Overlord, and other games that I plan to do on streams, and as well as for Hobonichi, Lace Bobbin, and Crafts things as well. So we'll keep it popping, keep it on the fly. We still got a pretty good idea in terms of the next like couple of months, in regards to the last quarter of the year. We're really excited to keep things moving and grooving in terms of stuff. Otherwise, we've got collabs and things coming up too in terms of plans. So there'll be things to look forward to as we get refurbished and things like that, and take care. But otherwise, the plan tonight is to play more Final Fantasy 14. Specifically, we're going to go ahead and jump into the role quest, be able to make more progress so we can finalize and finish Shadowbringers. And then once we do that, we'll just do as much as the post Shadowbringers MSQ that we can. Again, the goal is to get, or the goal really is to just, enjoy the game's pacing as is, and to really just practice with the MMO mouse and other things. But I think I had said earlier this year that I imagined I would be at Shadowbringers around this time, and then we'd be at Endwalker towards the end of the year, and then we're going to be done with Endwalker probably in the winter, spring, and then I will probably finish Dawn Trail as we get closer to the spring, summer. It's great because I think for me, while I definitely look forward to more story and what's to come. I know, for example, patch 7.1, which essentially is more Dawn Trail. I think going into post Dawn Trail shenanigans, things are coming out. I know there's going to be some new glams and things. I know the servers are going to get congested, but it is what it is in terms of things. But like I shared before, once I finish the MSQ for Final Fantasy 14, my goal is really to stream the healer classes, and then, of course, to just enjoy the game as is. And then I'll probably move Final Fantasy 14 more to just when I feel like streaming it, and go from there. Hi, Diego. Welcome in. I'm just doing some quick announcements before we move into the story to pick back off where we were streaming yesterday. But as always, y'all, please go check out Diego. A really creative person, does some great artwork. So if you're looking for someone to follow, another artist, please go check it out on socials. But welcome in. I hope you're having a nice one. I'm just kind of giving some recaps in terms of like projected what's going to happen towards next year. I haven't really decided yet in terms of what that's going to look like. My ultimate goal as a Final Fantasy player is to just enjoy the game, of course. I do want to do raids as well as Ultimas. So I think maybe in the future I might think about maybe doing just some of those, maybe stream some like dailies or just things that I find appropriate. But just know the goal really was to stream the MSQ and play through it, like any of the action RPGs and games that I love to play for you all, as well as open the door to get back to some of the games I've talked about, like Triangle Strategy, Octopath Traveler, and other games that I really want to, enjoy in terms of things. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. Like I said, once we finish the MSQ, it would be just showing y'all the job quest for being a healer class, being a primarily a healer main, which is Scholar, Sage, Astro, and White Mage, doing just raids and glam, and then waiting for the next, the next thing after Dawn Trail. So yeah, that's pretty much the skinny of it. But again, as other mutuals and friends do too, I do want RPGs and fantasy to be a huge part of my lineup. So you will always see a game that revolves around these things. So don't be surprised at all in terms of shenanigans. I just might not stream every single game, but I love Final Fantasy. I love RPGs and things like that too. So I'm excited. But yeah, Final Fantasy 14 will always be around. So just know it'll pop up in the future even when I'm done with the MSQ. But for now, we are not there yet. We still got quite a bit of story to go through. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transition this over to the gaming screen to be able to get us going for Final Fantasy 14 shenanigans tonight. Again, I'm going to pop up in my 3D form on Sunday since we'll have more chill vibes then. So just give me 1 second to get things popping, and then we'll move from there. And then for context, I haven't done anything in-game since yesterday. I know I'm still going to be processing the story in regards to where I'm at when it comes to Final Fantasy. But, it's all goody and heady. Oh, yeah, I see on, the launcher plays, they're already talking about patch 7.1 in regards to stuff. I did see, for example, some of the clothes that are going to be for the raid. I think the Alliance raids that are coming and some other things. So I'm excited for the content drop. I know a lot of people are going to be enjoying it in terms of things. But, yeah, I'm just really excited for what's to come in regards to the updates and things. And I'm looking forward to get there myself. But it's not going anywhere. We're not going to rush it. So it's all goody and heady. Right, let me get this here. Okay. All right, there's no patch updates, so we'll go ahead and, turn down our music and switch it over to the screen. Thanks so much for your patience as always. And as I say every stream, everybody, you can find the the captions at the bottom of your screen. So, we like to be accessible around here just to make sure things are set up. And then I will make sure I adjust the screen a little bit too. I adjusted my window a little bit. But you all should be able to hear the game. I don't think I turned off the music. I did adjust my screen though. Just a wee bit. Alright, let me do this. I think I actually made it easier for y'all to see now. Alright. Let's get started. Okay. So like I said, I don't have any updates from yesterday. I haven't done really too much in the game since then. We're just going to go straight into the story. We're going to go right into the role quest before we get into the end of Shadowbringers. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say at this point. I think what I'm going to probably get ready to do soon is to start playing as Sage. Yeah, Sage and Astro primarily to kind of get up to where I want to be in regards to being able to continue the MSQ, because I know it's going to get rougher from here. And what I mean by rougher is the game essentially will start to get more challenging over time because I'm in level 80s and 90s. So because I leveled up White Mage so quickly, again, as I've shared before, your OC had a lot of changes. Thanks. Yeah, I do have like a default hairstyle and outfits and stuff, but that's why I think, Diego, to your point, I'm going to be making a character sheet and things too. But I now have gotten the hang of glam and stuff in different outfits, so I'm happy about, having some fun with the gear in here. Which is why the real final thing for me is glam always in this game. But okay, let me see. Do I want to... I kind of want to switch back to my other things since we're going to go through some drama right now. So we'll actually do this fit for that. but okay. So, like I said, we're going to do the role quest to finish out the quest line really quick. So that way we can just go straight through the rest of the story since we're pretty much at the end of Shadowbringers. But I can't go too much further without completing the role quest for Astro. So we will go ahead and do that and go from there. I think we had to go back to this area too for it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm level 84 and we only can go to level 100. Oh, nice. No, I think that's really cool, Diego, as always, in terms of outfits and things too, in terms of your drawings. I do appreciate them, so. Yeah. I know I wanted for my VTuber specifically to just have like core outfits, but also to really with the fashion and inspiration I get in terms of like clothing and things to have like specific themes. You can kind of see that with like my outfits in Final Fantasy 14. There's still like certain aesthetics that are consistent in things too. But yeah, I appreciate it. Hope I'm commenting in the way that makes sense in terms of what you're saying in the chat too. I guess we're doing more Sin Eater murders. Nice. Yeah, I love a music theme. I do have like music motifs in my stuff too, so I do appreciate seeing like that motif and things as well. Oh, I see the message got retracted. I hope that wasn't the bot sniping it. If it is, I am so sorry. I still have to fix that up in terms of streams too. Okay, let me get another chocobo for this. Okay, I'm glad I saw it right in terms of things. But no, yeah, that's really cool in terms of like having a musical motif too, because I do like, I do love music, and I can't actually think of too many VTubers off the top of my head who do have a music theme to their character, but I do appreciate it though. I know mine does. I mean, that's what my 2D model has. Shout out to Peach Carone. Like my 2D model has music notes in her eyes, because there is a music motif along with my streaming and stuff. So I do appreciate that you're including it with your drawings and stuff too. That's awesome. I appreciate seeing all the artwork you have in the Discord too. Okay. Okay. Might get aggroed on. I'm not sure. Oh. I was waiting for it. I was like, are you gonna aggro me? Maybe? And again, y'all, if I'm a little like off or slow in terms of like my actions, is because I'm still getting used to my MMO mouse. Let's see. Yeah, thank you for that, Diego. I think that's really cool, especially with the theme and stuff and being included. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. Oh. Let's go ahead and put that. But it's because, again, I'm a fan of music. So I appreciate that you made a musical theme, because that's something I appreciate. I'm gonna miss Shadowbringers, but I'm not gonna miss the monsters, because they are definitely been terrifying this entire expansion. Okay. Oh, we have more to kill? I guess, maybe? I'm assuming maybe, I don't know. Oh, I should probably know the date for 7.1 because I need to go get the tombstones before the thing ends because I need my Moogle stuff. Which means I might be going to Victorium a lot over the next like week or two. You also had ideas of playing other games and mods too. I will say that while I'm open to hearing about games, ultimately at the end of the day, I don't necessarily take suggestions on games only because, like, you know, I do play games based on like what interests me. So, for example, I know a lot of my mutuals and friends have been talking about like a metaphor and stuff, but I don't mind hearing an idea. I just can't guarantee I'll play it on stream, if that makes sense. Because I do want to make sure I play games that, like you know, just play the games that interest me, as well as to also, there might be some games that folks suggest to you that I just might want to just play and not necessarily stream. But I hope that answers the question. If you have any game recommendations, I'm always down to hear them, of course. So. Like, I know some folks have, I know that, shout out to Ginky and Paz, I know, since I'm really into, like, the Evilly storylines in Final Fantasy, I know I'm interested in playing Final Fantasy 12 and things like that, too. So I don't have a problem with folks giving me suggestions, or at least, like, providing the recommendations and things. I just can't promise I'll stream it, because sometimes I might just want to play a game like I just shared, just for fun. So it's just being respectful, and also like I don't have the bandwidth to play every single game that's out here, and I don't want to burn myself out too. So, but I hope that makes sense. And again, I'm always down to hear recommendations. Maybe one day I'll stream them. If I don't, I'll definitely check it out at the very minimum. So, because I know a lot of friends and mutuals have given me a lot of really great recommendations of games that I do plan to play. I just don't plan to stream them. So, hope that answers the question. Now, depending on how much money we raise for Gamers Outreach, there is an opportunity to choose a cozy game, or if we do push the fold, I've said I'll play Elden Ring, but yeah, basically. Outside of those parameters, it goes back to what I was saying. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Are we gonna have to kill her? And hi, Pass. Welcome in. I hope you're having a nice one. I will give you a shout out in just a second. We are currently in a role quest, and I'm trying to lock in to see what's gonna happen, because we are healing Sin Eaters. Oh, God. Okay. Like I said, y'all, if I go a little slow, it's just because I'm trying to get used to using my MMO mouse. I'm slowly getting there, but we're definitely not where we need to be. So, thank you for your patience as I get used to my controls. I'm never going back. Assuming we might want to make sure you heal. You stop hitting my friend. There we go. Are you gonna keep healing this thing? I'm not a fan of this. Oh, jeez. Alright, let me give you a shout out, Paz. Oof. So as always, y'all, please go check out Paz, another really great person, OG member of the community, and super cool. If you're looking for another dope streamer to follow, please go check out the gaming channel and main channel. But I hope you're having a nice one, Paz. You're playing Final Fantasy XIV doing the role quest before you go back to the main story for Shadowbringers. Echo time? Echo time. Yeah. It's all goody in the hoodie. Today hasn't been too bad. It's been a really busy week. But otherwise, it's not horrible. So. And nice, congratulations. I'm glad to hear the test was not that bad. So I'm glad it was easy or simple in terms of like you felt like confident going in and you feel confident in terms of things too. So congratulations to you, Baz. Like I said, you're doing the big thing. So it's all goody in the hoodie. I'm also the situation on Twitter because I saw searching accounts on Blue Sky. I'm a little confused. Diego, would you mind elaborating in terms of that? You mean in terms of people trying to find folks from going from Twitter to Blue Sky and vice versa, or just in general? But I just want to make sure I understand in terms of the question. Welcome in. I need to get back into the game. Yes. Final Fantasy, if you mean in terms of shenanigans. Join us. We are a coalition, as I make a joke about. But no, seriously, that's completely valid. It's completely valid. Are we? Oh, I didn't know we were gonna do. Oh. What spells do we have? Okay, we're a healer. We're a white mage. Okay. All right. Well, shoot. You ain't gotta tell me twice. I know how to do this. This is my wheelhouse. I didn't know. Oh, Lamont's a white mage. Okay. Oh, don't hit me. I'm not a tank. I'm not a tank. I'm not a tank. All right. Well, doing the good old tank thing. I never forget my white mage abilities. That's just how that goes. Hey, I need y'all to stack. Hello? Come over here and stack on me. Alright, just gonna Medica then, because ain't no way. Again, y'all, I'm a white mage main, so just a reminder, please use your Medicas and your cures. And if you got a benediction, use that as your, like, hey, oh shit button. It helps us every time. This one wasn't as bad as, Thancred's is a gunbreaker, but y'all not a tank. Yet. Oh, what happened? Oh, I died. Crap. Whoops. I got cocky and I still died. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. Oh, fully heal him? Oh, so I need to make sure his heal is good. Alright, so we're gonna skip the cutscene. My bad, y'all. I didn't think I was gonna die on that one. That's why I never say never. This game will still smoke me out if I'm not careful. I'm wondering, though, why she's still alive. At least, like, the dark version of her? I don't know. It's interesting. Okay. Thanks, Diego. I appreciate the well wishes. We will get through this somehow. Oh. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, so this is the first round, and now we gotta... The thing gets revived, and then we gotta take her out. Whew. So second round. You gotta tell me twice. Come on. All right. And of course, we'll skip the cutscene because we just saw it, so we're not gonna do that special thing where we play as the mitt. And I guess the main goal is we need to keep Albert alive. Do I go in? Is that a bee? More like an owl in terms of the boss, anyway. is happening? What do you mean there's multiples? Hello? Oh my god. I don't know how I do. Oh, cast Doom. Shit. Ah. I still hate Doom as a spell. That thing is killer. Dang it. We're so close to. What's killing me is that when you get cast Doom on you as a player, you have to use Asuna really quickly, otherwise you're gonna die. So that's my bad. And then I'm using my mouse, so I'm still not used to moving very quickly. So I might just have to do keyboard to make sure I don't die this next time. So that's on me. It does. The music is reminiscent of How to Train Your Dragon. I do agree with that. That is a very good observation. I do want to get through this. Oh, we're just gonna have to lock in. It's okay. The beauty at this point, since I've played for so long, is that I can switch between MMO mouse and keyboard very easily, which is nice. I'm still not the best with my MMO mouse, but we'll do the best we can. Welcome in, honey. I hope you're having a nice one. It's lovely to see you. I will give you a shout out in just a second as I lock in, since I have continuously died at this one boss. But I hope you're having a good evening. It's lovely to see you. I still got to make sure you have your mod powers, too. I still got to fix that. I said it every time, as if I don't try it, like, every time. And YouTube's still like, hey. And I'm like, that's rude. Okay, but let me give a shout out while I have a moment. But as always, y'all, please go check out Ate Hanimaru, a really great artist person and super cool as a mod, but also, you know, generally just a really dope like person. So if you're looking for another creative to follow who has great taste in anime and dope things and is a streamer and does art and that you can commission as well, please go check out Honey. It's all goody in a hoodie and it's lit. I am playing Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. I am trying to get through this role quest that keeps killing me because white mage problems. No, no worries. I know I still need to plan a meeting with everybody in terms of mod stuff. It's not that much different from Twitch, from what I can tell, as being a mod in terms of things over on Twitch, but I will definitely go over some of the shenanigans. So. Yeah, I'll be able to explain it. But I think if you've seen the mod controls, which I imagine you have from Twitch, it's pretty much the same. It's just slightly different, so it's not horrible. I just think the Twitch like mod app thing is just weird on on the phone. It's always a little bit interesting to do things on the phone though in general. I did that slowly with my keyboard because my brain was like, you know what, I gotta finish this. I can't right now. Like, what the heck? But welcome in, Jinx. I hope you're having a nice one. Nah, no worries. We love when like you're able to like be pampered and like have like, you know, take a shower and just, you know, be all good and feeling fresh. But as always, y'all, please go check out Jinx. Jinx is a super cool mutual and friend in the streamer space, as well as a fellow Final Fantasy 14 player and a member of the illustrious Static in terms of shenanigans. But if you're looking for somebody to follow over on socials, please go check out Jinx. Does great art, and also, you know, it's a cool person, so I'm just saying. And welcome in, Sigma! Yeah. We are actually doing the role quest for the healer class, so I am actually finishing up that first before we go straight into the quest line. So yeah, we're doing I think the third to fourth one. And yeah, no worries. Always happy to give shout out to friends and mutuals. I'll get you in the hoodie. We just killed the white mage girl who was at Albert's like storyline. We're in a like echo flashback. But yeah. I just got to play as a white mage, so I guess if you do the role quest, you default play the white mage class, which is kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. I just kept dying a few times because I'm not as quick on my MMO mouse yet, and Doom kept taking my behind out. But now we got through it, so hopefully the next two won't be as bad. One second, y'all. Okay, I am back. Isn't that the same thing we did in our world? Hmm. Get it together for stone's sake. Hmm. Okay, I'm assuming we are going back to the Crystarium. Yep, we are. All right. Let me actually see. I'm pretty sure we're on the second to last quest. I think anyway. Hold on just a second. I'm just trying to see where I'm at in terms of things, just so my own periphery. I probably should, since I am planning to just do tank and stuff for fun, to see the other quest lines, or excuse me, the role quest too, but we'll see. I'll think about it. Where is the healer one? Yeah, so we do. We have 2 more after this. So it's a nice little detour given what's about to go down at the end of this. So we'll go here. And this is a reminder for those of you who don't play Final Fantasy XIV. The role quest replaced the job quest, where the job quest, when you did them for your class, they give you your powers, versus the role quests are more so just based on your class. So I'm doing the healer line, since I'm a healer main, so. But you have to do at least one of them before you get to where we're at the Light of Inspiration to keep going with the main story. Okay. Next one. I love I just gulp, gulp, gulp. I'm crying. Okay. I'm assuming this is where the other dwarves are? Yep, it is. Okay. Did you not think I could follow you? I love how the role quests kind of go with the story. So you technically do want to do them as you level up too, which is a nice little feature they did. All right. I think we're going back over this way. Tiny door. Is that a senator next to us? I love my like this monstrosity came in my face rudely, I might add. I'm crying. I mean, that's saying you're caught a fade, basically. That's what they're saying. Oh my gosh. That sounds like some stuff from like Full Alchemist. Or yeah, maybe? Maybe I'm thinking of something else too, but don't quote me. But either way, that's horrifying. More flashbacks. I am confusion. This is so dark. Not the squad. Okay. Not the squad up. All right, Lalas, y'all better recognize. They're all so adorable. I respect Lalas. I know they don't deserve to be disrespected, so I will. Tataru was the final boss in this game, after all. So. That is messed up that they just threw him in there and didn't do anything to help them. Good God. Come on now. All right, you better recognize, sis. I see you. Also, I did share this with other folks too, but I do believe from the Final Fantasy lore book, I could be wrong. I think she has a crush on him, which I think is really cute and sweet. I think that's adorable though. She's a super cute character. But y'all know me, I love Lalas. I might not be one, but I appreciate them. Not the ones who cause horrible things to happen, but I love Lalas. They're adorable. I don't like that smile. Is that a bad thing? There could be some portrayal thing. I don't know. Shadowbringers be hurting my feelings. Not they running out of insults. The disrespect. That'd be just... I do appreciate that the role quest is giving us some lore background in terms of Albert and the crew that we fought. I do appreciate that we're getting more information about the NPCs, which again is great lore and fiber for fanfiction and all the things. So, no worries, honey. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Please take care and have a good rest of your evening. Thank you so much for stopping by stream. I really appreciate it. But yeah, we'll talk soon and catch up. But yeah, no worries. Have fun. And I wish you the sweetest dreams and a good rest, because sleep is a precious commodity always. But yeah, take care. I'm just gonna say la la ho, because I feel like the other thing is a little too insulting. Oh, wow. I don't want to call it the stupidest thing I've heard. Okay. This will be the last role quest, and then we will be good to go in regards to... And welcome in, Lawrence. It's lovely to see you as always. Hope you're having a nice one. We are finishing up the last role quest for Shadowbringers before we get to the main storyline and fight the big bad so we can get the post-Shadowbringer and Endwalker. But yeah, I hope you're having a good one. I'm not joining the fate. Just gonna chocobo past it, it's fine. Okay. Alright. One more and we should be good. Nice. I guess we're killing more. And as I said before at the beginning of stream, I will probably go as far as I can to get to post Shadowbringers. On Sunday, I'm still not 100% sure what we'll do. I might do maybe some dailies with Sage and Astra before we keep going with the main story. But I'll let y'all know as we get closer to it. I'm still not 100% sure what makes the most sense. But just, you know, we'll keep moving and grooving. But like I said, the goal is through, at least for this game, to get closer to the... just keep just inching our way towards Endwalker. And I do want to get back to playing Unicorn Overlord too, because we are going to the fairy world in that game. But yeah, it'll all work out as always. Alright, that's one. Okay, I feel like I'm getting the hang of my mouse just a tad, which is good. Still not as quick as I am on keyboard and mouse, but that's because I've been playing it on keyboard and mouse for a year, so body's gonna take a little bit to adjust. Alright. Going this way? Okay. Alright, I guess we're going this way. I won't lie, I'm still kind of... I'm still debating it, but I will say I think Shadowbringers is a really good expansion. I'm not a fan, of course, of the dark parts, but at the same time, I think given the nature of the story, it needed to be the way it is. I'll talk about it more once we get to the actual end of Shadowbringers towards Endwalker, but I think it might be one of my favorite expansions. Depending on how the end of it goes, so don't quote me, I could be wrong, but the reason why I think I liked Heaven's Ward is because I think it really set the stakes that were high and it was on a somber tone, and I just, you know, like dragons and fantasy. I think Shadowbringers might be similar in the sense of it just hits at those high fantasy tones that I like in gaming, so I'm not surprised. I don't know necessarily if I'm a fan of the creepy, crawly, and scary, of course, because, well, I know me, but yeah, I would say, like, I get why people are a huge fan of Shadowbringers, in the sense of where the storyline's going. It's probably the first time, that you really get just a dark, not to say the game hasn't been dark, but it just, the stakes are really high in this, where Endwalker is just going to be a lot of feelings. Oh, we have another one? Okay. Now that I need the EXP, but worst case scenario, I could do this like white mage, but we're not gonna do that. What the heck was that noise? Oh, are we fighting her, like, officially? I'm assuming the final boss is to square up on her, as to test my abilities as a white, as a healer, which is totally fine. Repos. Do I have that as a healer? Well, I probably do. I just don't have it on my hotbar, which... Oof. Alright, come through. Oh. Alright, let me top you off, actually. Oh. He's like, you might want to use repos. Fine, I understand. Go ahead and do that. Because otherwise, it's not going to get great. Oh, whoops. Stun on him. Did say do repost, right? Okay, cool. I was like, excuse me? And again, y'all, I will keep saying it throughout the streams when I'm quiet. It's just because I'm locking in, because this is intense. Just gonna keep spamming gravity. Oh, there's more. All right. I guess this battle you're really supposed to use when you knock them down enough, Pegs. Just Asuna. Oh no, that's fine. No, let me heal my friend. Can we do repose on you? Alright, if you get this last one. if you know, without the heal, of course. All right, time to take out the big bad. For having a mage off, I mean, heck, I've been doing this for, you know, hundreds of hours at this point, so we could do the white mage shenanigans right now. Well, Astro at this point, but we could do the shenanigans as a healer. The one on your head? Let's go. Face reveal. Listen, I love Lalas because it's just adorable with their like tiny like their powers, like having a giant hammer. So I think that people say it's like you have a giant hammer on a tiny character. It's just amazing. All right, let's do this. I guess they were gonna make this easy. Dang, sis, you got a lot of HP. Not a fan. Oh. Oh! Clearly. This is a good reminder as a healer, even though your main thing is figuring out your rotation, of course, it really helps if you do some damage, even though it can be hard to figure out when's the best, you know, approach to do it, depending on your class. So, as a white mage main, like, because you don't have the you have to cool down in terms of your spells. It's always a little interesting the decisions you have to make versus as an Astro. It's not as horrible, but it's still kind of like, oof. What the f— I don't like that. Oh, barnacles. Oh! Yeah, they said at level 80, they're like, you better get these mechanics. Excuse me. I don't care if you're a healer main. Alright, well, she's got plenty of buffs now, because it's about to be some BS. I'm being like really really heavy-handed with the heals, but I'm not playing because she's really trying to get us. And we're stacking, and we're stacking, and we're stacking for a healer's check. We're stacking for a healer's check. There we go. It's like the thing is like I'm dripping in finesse. Like I think that's how you say the song. Oh, stop playing right now. Sexy. Where this is gonna go? Okay, whew. It wasn't horrible, but dang. Like I said, I was being really, really heavy-handed with the healing, but I was just like, I don't really know what she's about to do, so I'm not gonna play games in my life right now. Oh, it's the thing we saw before in the flashback? You pasty bastard, I'm crying. Aww. Why is this expansion such a gut punch every time? Dang. It's just gonna be a ride. I really wish I could say that there's gonna be some reprieve, but there's really not. It's gonna be a gut punch the entire way through. All right. We will finish up this quest, and we will continue with the story. Not too shabby, though. Okay, let's see. Where are we going? Also, I won't lie to y'all. I did look for some Kopintea merch. It did happen. There are stickers. I also shout out to Yasi. I'm getting a Moogle. A crochet Moogle. This is adorable. Support your artist. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh. I appreciated that. That was a really cute quest line. Wow. Okay. I'll give the writers their props. That was a really cute one. Okay. With that in mind, we are going back to the Tempest. Because we're going to go get some more lore. So, traveling we go! Huzzah! Alright. And just as a reminder, we found out that basically this city used to be where Emmett Saw's people were from before things got destroyed. So, we are continuing that quest line to be able to find Kopintea since he's been kidnapped. And that's kind of where we're at. I also love the music from The Tempest. Like, completely. Now the question is, am I going the right way to be able to do what I need to do? Or am I just about to do that thing where I jump somewhere and then I get lost? You know what? We're gonna do it anyway. Wait, Moogles. Well, not Moogles, but Chokes. Where's the location? Okay, it's kind of far. Ether current! Stop trying to kill me! You're not gonna let me breathe? Not at all. I just wanted the ether current, which I do have to get those. Alrighty. I don't think we want to jump down there though. Or maybe is it better to go back to the city? Maybe it is. I was trying to go down that way, but I feel like that's not the way to go. Because it's a dead end. Stop trying to hit me as I figure out my directions, monster. Okay, that is a dead end. Let's just go back the way we came. Me and my directions. Alright, back off, creature. I hear you squashing behind me and I don't appreciate it. I'm just saying. Yeah. I know. There's two of you trying to kill me. Thank you. Go back to the cups. We'll go the other way instead of, you know, potentially squaring up on creatures that are trying to kill us because me and my directions and my challenges here. That's definitely a crab. Nope. Looks like a, almost like a, what you call it? Like a greenhouse? Oh. Hi Z, welcome in. I hope you're having a nice one. I am currently doing the last parts of the Shadowbringers storyline for our stream today, but I hope you're having a nice one. We gotta psych him up. Do we need to... Oh, psych. I was gonna say cheer, but I could be wrong. Cool. Alright is always good. I'm chilling and processing this story because its storyline is really interesting. In a good way. But yeah. Like I said, I'll take alright. I'm glad you're doing alright. He's talking about the lamp? It's me talking about the lamp. If, you know, artist block is real. Oh, you mean the crystal we just got? Well, good timing that I decided to do it now, because it just goes right into this. And for context, I'm officially in the last quest line for the main Shadowbringers storyline. As in, we will be in post Shadowbringers in the next 2 or 3 things. Yeah. Let me actually go back to my, as y'all know, I try to, when I'm streaming Final Fantasy, keep a quest book with me to make sure I know what I'm doing. Yeah, Jinx, for sure. And again, as a reminder to what Jinx is saying in the chat, like, you literally cannot get to the last 4 quests in Shadowbringers without doing the role quest. So you have to do it. You have no choice. They force you to. I think it makes sense, honestly, to force it because you get backstory, I'm assuming, which I'd have to verify with the other role quests since it's for tank, healer, DPS, and caster, I think, I'm assuming. But since you're getting backstory from Albert's gang of friends, because we got the healer line, but I'm assuming because of that, you'd want to do it anyway because you want to get some backstory about him as a character and his companions. So I actually appreciate that they have it in here. You know, folks are like, I don't want to do it, but I actually appreciate the little story detour. So, okay. I think just, yeah. So we are on the 4th to last quest for this. We have 2 more. We have a dungeon and I think an alliance raid to do, and then we'll be done with Shadowbringers. So, the next couple of quest lines are going to be leading us into that. Which means I'm going to be in my feelings a lot. Whoa, that's pretty. Nice. Actually, let me do a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, that's neat. I think we could do the DPS/DPS line and the tank one. But I'm nowhere near those yet, so it's gonna be a while before I get to those. Okay. We are heading back to Endoscopes. I'm doing a slight previews for post Shadowbringers, and yeah, we've got some stuff to look forward to. I won't look too far ahead though in terms of just the quest line and general names because I don't want to spoil it. So for myself and for y'all who are watching me. So, whoo. Oops, wrong thing. I don't know what that means.
O stewards of the Ondo, we offer up our light in answer.
That crystal you showed the artisan. Was it... Did it belong to one of my friends?
I timed this right for sure.
I tried to give you a measure of privacy. No one wants a spirit looking over their shoulder every moment of the day.
I mean, okay.
So tell me, if you would, how did you come across that crystal? It was Lamit's then. Strange that I should learn such things now, after they're long gone. They were fine friends, Every one of them.
He also had a crush on you, dude!
I didn't expect death to teach me so much. About them, about Seto, about you. About the hope that hides at the heart of this world. I've never been one for idle chit-chat, but if by some miracle I could see them all again, I doubt I would ever stop talking. I'm grateful I got to bend your ear at least. And just for that, I reckon I'll stick with you. To the very end.
Friendship! I mean, I know he tried to kill us in the first,
Apologies,
but...
we were a little late to the gathering.
It seems we succeeded in gaining their trust.
The delay wasn't exactly welcome, but at least our many hands made light work. And they seemed especially impressed with your contribution. Our hero indeed.
Y'shtola was telling us those structures may date back to the age of the Ascians.
An Ascian homeland.
These screenshot-worthy wallpaper shots. I
Despite
love
his
them.
many protestations, I never quite believed Emmett Selk was telling the truth.
Nor I. But there is no denying the evidence before our eyes. Clearly this was once a great city. A home they would see restored, no matter how many tens of thousands of years it takes.
It's a hollow dream when you think about it. Even if they manage to rejoin all the worlds, they'll never bring back the ones who were lost. But would I have done any different?
How are you feeling?
You have completed your devotions?
Yes. To the honored ancients have we offered up our prayers and our gratitude. You too have our thanks.
Might we trouble thee then to tell us more of the illuminated land of which thou didst lately speak?
To the west of here lies a great trench. Some days ago, a light appeared in that endless darkness. Curious, we ventured closer and discovered in the depths an entire city. The buildings we spied were akin to our own everlasting abodes. Impossibly so. We understood at once the ancients had risen. There could be no doubt. Taken with terror, we retreated to the cups, and I decreed that none should enter the trench until such time as we received a sign.
Might it still be possible to reach this city of the ancients?
With no water to drown you, a finless one could now travel there. Yes. I am convinced you are the sign for which we have been waiting. My people will show you the way.
Shall we?
Okay. I guess we're getting more lore right now, which I'm not mad about, but it's definitely a thing. Whoops. Probably should get myself killed by accident. And like I said, I'm a little quiet because I'm like locked into the story, but also just the mechanics to get through the rest of the expansion. So I'm a little quiet. It's because I'm like processing and thinking about the story. But don't feel like y'all, in terms of things, have to say anything. I'm always down, of course, for chats, but folks can also just be in the ambience of the shenanigans too, because I'm just like, oh, story is intricate. So come as you are, as I say. The only thing I might be yelling about is just like, you know, random monster trying to kill me and the horrible that is these bosses and things. Oh, nope. Oh, sorry, that perspective is kind of bad. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna talk to the NPCs, see what they say. Nice! I'm here for the lore writing and artistry of things too. That's always dope. Happy to hear it. But like I said, y'all, it's because along with being lurker friendly, please feel free to co-work or do other things as I play games and such too, or whatever I choose to do on stream. I have no problems with that. I don't want to make anybody feel like they have to talk if they don't want to. If you just want to vibe out and have fun here, that's cool too. So please don't feel pressured, of course, to chat. If you just want to be here and just hear me gab on and scream about like Yoya, Jay, and Thancred and Emmerich, totally cool with that. But I'm here for again for the vibes, the lore writing, and all the shenanigans as I get through the rest of Shadowbringers. So yeah. Especially for folks who watch the VOD, like I just don't want y'all to feel like if you can only watch my VODs that I'm not thinking of you either. So that's why we have them, just so folks can be able to keep up with the story and everything too as I game. Excuse me? Hello? Interrupting my spiel down here? Might be a tad overkill to use all these things, but you shouldn't have squared on me first. I mean, squared up on me, excuse me. Yeah. There you go. I didn't talk to Alpha and I'll say, but it's okay. Let me see. Do I need to go down? Well, I do know I need to go down, but damn it. Huzzah! You don't have to do what I just did. You can be normal and use stairs. I will say that every time. Thanker's like, listen, I didn't sign up for this. You know what? Now I have to kill you. You're gonna poison me too? The disrespect is high. Oh, okay. This is quite a path. Can I... Oh. Maybe not. I mean, I talked to Yuri on J, so I guess we need to go up here. I guess we do. Follow the scions. Although I'm not consistent about it, I would encourage folks when you're going through the MSQ to talk to NPCs, even if they don't have something above their head, because they will add dialogue, which I think is really thoughtful of the developers to do. But y'all know me, I like when people do stuff like this. This stuff looks like neurons. I wonder if that's really what they were trying to do. It just reminds me, and I just need to know. Even though I know it's just like coral reef stuff, but still. Ew, that noise. Excuse you? You ain't gonna leave me alone? Nope, not at all. That'd be way too easy, right? Excuse me. Oh, jeez. There's two of you. Not both of y'all trying to square up on me. Not a fan of this. What is happening? Ah, no, 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 don't do that. It's not be rude. Yeesh. Thing's got a nice, not nice looking mug, I will say that. Look at the mugs. This is hysterical, man. I'm crying. I love the Alice Alpha No relationship. She's just full of shenanigans. It's lovely to see you, Michaela. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And let me know, especially after stream, if you want any tips in terms of setup for your hotbar and stuff for the UI, because I've been watching a few people on different, what's it call it? I've been watching people on different YouTube videos as well as tutorials to see how to do my hotbar setup. I still feel like mine's not perfect, but there's a way to set it up to fit what works for different players and such, which I appreciate. So, and I'm definitely not an expert because it took me probably like a while to kind of did it to the point where I knew what I was doing. And I still feel like I have some things that are off, but the way I have it set up, thanks to friends and mutuals helping me, has been really awesome. So, but happy to help as always, especially as you get going in the game. Okay, are we going further in? Okay, we are going further in. Nah, there's no way they didn't like... You're only level 10. I got you, no worries, I got you. We can talk definitely after stream, because I need to get your username and stuff in game. But yeah, I could definitely give you some tips, especially depending on what class you picked. I could be of help in terms of things in general, but also, yeah. Because I know I have like a really good YouTube video. So for those of you who are watching in general, there's some really dope YouTubers who have great tutorials on the UI settings for Final Fantasy XIV. They have like tutorials on how to make your screen clean or just like limit what's there too. So, but level 10, I mean, it's fine. I think the sooner you like it. Like, it's a good time to do it now in terms of, like, the first 50, because when you keep going, it'll be fun for you. Because I know for me, like, I think it took me, like, 6 months before I actually got a UI that made sense for me, which is... It's just me and my shenanigans. Let me not do that. Opening the magic door. Okay. I have an idea in my head from World of Warcraft, plus because I picked a similar class in Final Fantasy, plus I got a fancy new keyboard. Let's go! Yeah, I'd be curious to hear, once you get more used to it, like how you compare it to World of Warcraft. Because I do know, for example, Zeno who I often stream and game with in terms of things, he played World of Warcraft too. So I've been curious to hear from other folks from different MMOs, like how this game feels in comparison to that, or if it's like similar. And I'm also here for the new keyboard. I'm always here for new tech. I don't know if I should be going this way. Should I be going this way? Can I? Oh, where's two puffer urchin fish? Excuse you? Hello? Oh, you have AoEs. Okay, I should probably move. Not there being 3 of you and me getting murked because I'm being ridiculous and not healing myself. Oh, great. We love it. Ah, no. Gotcha. And let me know too if I can help with the account issues, because I know when I first started playing, a lot of the intricacies with that were really confusing until I figured it out for me and my siblings. So, if you need some help with that as well, let me know. I'm happy to help in any way I can. Oh, let me heal. Oh, God. Stop it. Leave me alone. Freaking fish. I think I took out one. Oh, the AoEs. Wait, Michaela, what class did you pick again, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Oh my god, what is happening? Oh, no, 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 run away. We might need it. I thought we had it figured out with mine. No worries. Yeah, I think the main thing that threw me off when I was trying to... the one looks like a kitty. Oh, so you're a Makote, which you're a cat. But for your base class, did you pick, like, Conjurer or Gladiator? Because you can be any class. You can be a cat in any class. Or do all of them. Because there's so many classes you can do in this game. Because I know for me, when I started out for Final Fantasy XIV, and this is for anybody who's been here but also doesn't know, to be a white mage, you need to be a conjurer first. Just like if you want to be a paladin, you have to be gladiator. So I'm just curious in terms of which one you ended up going. Because I'm assuming you must have done... If you ended up in Limsa, I'm assuming you must have been like a fighter character. But I could be wrong. Okay, you did Arcane? Oh, I haven't done that class. That might be DPS. Everybody does DPS in this game. Which, again, there's no say that anybody does DPS in Final Fantasy XIV. I get it. I played Picto for a half a second, and I was like, oh, I get it. I get wanting to hit things and kill. Okay, so you did Arcanist. Okay. I'm assuming then that... No, definitely magic. I'm assuming you're probably going to do Summoner. Summoner or Scholar. Which, magic and summoning. Oh, yeah. So you did DPS? Yeah. Oh, no. Then you're good. I can do a little bit of help. But I know a lot of people who do Summoner. Summoner or Scholar. Because Scholar is the healer class. And Summoner is where you summon monsters and do magic. Which, out of all the DPS classes, I feel like Summoner is the most popular one. But I could be wrong. So the only MMOs I played other than Blade is Blade and Soul and all the way back to Gaia Online. No worries. I don't think I've ever played Blade and Soul, but I respect it. And of course, I played Gaia. My equivalent, as I've talked about before, I'll do healer once I learn more of the mechanics. No worries. I think you'll really like Summoner since you're an Arcanist. I think you'll really enjoy it in terms of the mage. The DPS class is a lot of fun. I think it's probably the most popular class in Final Fantasy XIV, I think. But I think you'll really enjoy it. I think it's one of those things of, like, a lot of people DPS. The only thing that's an issue is that when you queue up for, like, dungeons and raids, if you need a healer, let me know. Because I know the DPS queues to wait to get in a dungeon can take a minute for DPS folks. But, you know, it's all goody in a hoodie. You'll be alright. I want to jump, but I don't think that's a good idea. Is that a good idea to jump? I'm not mad about Blade and Soul being pretty. Nice. Congratulations on finishing your exam in terms of Excel Pass. Pretty much we finished the role quest where we got to know a little bit more about Albert and his friend Lamette, who was the healer in his group. And now I'm down in the Tempest after getting friends with the sea creatures down here to be able to find Emmett Sa and Garhatia. But that's pretty much what you've missed. And I'm just trying to debate whether or not I need to jump down here or, oh, they're not going to let me jump? Okay, cool. That's good to know I don't need to jump down there. Y'all know me where I just like, let me just jump. One healer, one tank, so we get in the raids. Gotcha. Because if you're doing DPS and he does tank, you should be okay to play together and get to the queues pretty quickly. And this a reminder for folks, in regards to MMORPGs, I've mainly only played Ragnarok Online, MapleStory, and then I didn't have one for a long time until Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, she made plenty of friends with the creatures there. I'm crying. Yes, we did. We became friends with people, even though these guys would kill me. But I think overall you enjoy it. I mean, I know for me, and I can show you my I can show you my character thing real quick as you're getting started in the game, because I have to kill this creature first before he takes me out. I'm crying. Jinx. In 4K. Oh yeah, you'll be fine. You can't die in this game even if you fall. So that's the beauty of it. Because if that was the case, I would have died like 400 times over. So Michaela, in terms of your classes, so yeah, if you're Arcanist, then that means you're definitely a magical range DPS. So I know that with Arcanist, you can become, I do believe it's Scholar and Summoner. I know Summoner is a really cool class for folks to play, like I'm sharing, because you can summon monsters and primals essentially and do magic spells. But yeah, so you're in the magical range DPS, and then as you can see in the game, like I think I've said before, can't play any of those jumping games. I just die over it. That's so real. That's me with platformers. I love them. I love action adventure games, but platformers, like Princess Peach Showtime was fun, but I kept dying in that game because I kept falling off as Peach, and I was like, well, this is completely me territory. So I appreciate the resonance as always in terms of the shenanigans, because ooh, the platforming is rough. But in regards to healing, it really depends. If you want to be a pure healer, watching me play, I'm a pure healer, so Astro Logan and White Mage are basically just healers with some magic spells, so you can do damage, so you get the spells you've been seeing me do. And then Scholar and Sage are more mitigation and shield healing, so you don't get as much as the pure healing in the sense of like doing extra strong GCDs or AoEs of heal. But it's a lot of fun. I liked playing the healer classes, but I know DPS, just try and pick Mancer for a second. I understand why people do magical range DPS people. But I'm mainly living in the tank, healer, and magic DPS world. I do respect my melee and physical range DPS folks. I just prefer magic and healing. That's how I work. When they have mini games and RGBs, hubby has to do. I approve. I do. And as I appreciate that he does them for you, because it's wild. Fall in front of an enemy who will argue with you at the moment they see you, though. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you do get no HP and a enemy attacks you, you can die. That can happen. That hasn't happened to me though yet. I've been lucky so far, but I wouldn't put it past myself to be able to do some wild stuff like that. Oh, leave me alone, fish. Don't do that. No. Princess Peach streams were so much fun and chill. That reminds me, I need to edit some of your streams. So I said Liza people. I'm crying, Pez! I appreciate you, though. Because the Princess Peach Showtime streams were fun. I love Princess Peach Showtime. It was a lot of fun, but I died a lot. Because platforming is rough. And Liza P, I was just streaming that entire stream. It was a great experience for those of you who got to witness me just yelling for an hour. But yeah, Michaela, I think you'll really enjoy it in terms of the magic and the powers you get as a healer slash DPS damage dealer with magic. Even the tanks are fun.
Gods.
I'm worried. What does that mean? Huh? This is literally Atlantis. What are you talking about? What?
When the Ondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
Then we are seeing the same view.
What?
The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these...
They're not here?
Everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
I try not to tank because people think I know where we're going and we know that I so don't. No worries, Michaela. Honestly, like, when I say tank, I'm doing Gunbreaker and you saw Gladiator, but I want to be a paladin in a Gunbreaker. I'm not going to tank unless for friends and just for fun. Because I'm not confident enough. Not to say, like, I don't have the ability to, like, help us survive and stuff, but I prefer to heal. And DPS, probably. I don't want to be the tank lead. So, so I understand completely what you're saying, because I don't know where we're going either. I'm going to get us killed. So, shout out to my tanks out here. I love y'all. Y'all do y'all thing. I'm just here to heal you or to give you some, like, DPS magic in the back. Yeah, seeing the city for the first time was a big moment. Oh, for sure. For context, I knew about the city, but I didn't want to spoil it for you all who are watching for the first time or just watch me play through Final Fantasy XIV. But this place is wild. Are there people still here? I tell my party up front that I have the directional sense of Zorro. I just hit things real hard and tell them to follow the pretty Makoto. I'm assuming the pretty cat following healer is Jinx, which I appreciate that. We appreciate you, Sigma. You're a great tank. You and Geeky and the folks who do tank, I appreciate y'all. Because, again, I'm going to get us lost. Because I'm a healer, but I'm following people being like, where do we go? Oh, so this isn't real. Huh. We'll do spell speed. Your other love, I'm screeching. Shout out to Final Fantasy XIV couples. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are adorable because that is hilarious. I love the resident in the chat from my gamer couples being like, follow my partner because I don't know where I'm going. Honestly, whoever I date next, I'm probably going to be like that too. I'm going to tell them, like, follow my husband. I don't know where I'm going. Because, no. So I think that's cute, though. I love the Final Fantasy couples. It's adorable. Because just in general with friends, like, I just tell people, like, I don't know where I'm going, so I'm going to follow y'all. Where we're going, I'm just going to make sure I'm staying with my party so I don't get us killed. This is cool, though, in terms of the city. No, I'm just telling y'all now. Like, my husband is probably going to be the one who's be like, she don't know where she going. I'm like, he not lying, though. I'm not. I don't know where I'm going. Like, I have an idea after a while, but me getting lost in, like, Heavensward and Ishgard and Stormblood, even here? Nope. What the heck? This is actually a big old city. That's wild. What? Recognized? Why did it recognize us? What? That's so cute and funny, though. But I would be asking the same question. Like, hello? I'm crying, though. Why are you following me? Oh, my God. I appreciate the honesty and transparency of like, we are very lost. Like, that is so real. Whoa. It's reminding me low-key of Kingdom Hearts. Okay, that is just giving pure Kingdom Hearts. Hello? This is where I like to take my Kingdom Hearts based G poses. Nice! In terms of taking photography here with your character? That makes sense, Sigma. This is a good location for that. Do we really want to go up to a stranger? Okay. At least Alice was thinking about what I was thinking about. Because I was like, do you really want to walk up to a random person like that? We don't even know if this person is actually a human or not. Or safe. Oh! You are really big. The world that never was style vibes? Exactly. Definitely given that and the world ends with you. Well, maybe not the world ends with you, but it's given like the world that never was / Kingdom Hearts things for sure, Sigma. We are so tiny. Huh. Hi, Kinky. Welcome in. Let me give you a shout out. It's okay. Itis happens. It's real. Take your time. No rush. You just woke up. It's all goody in the hoodie. But as always, y'all, please go check out Ginky. Super dope friend and mutual in the super space. Plays Final Fantasy 14 other RPGs. And, you know, it's a really cool person. So if you're looking for somebody to follow over on socials and on Twitch, please go check it out. But yeah, no worries. And itis is real. It happens to the best of us, especially when you have a good meal. So I hope you had a good nap. I am currently, playing Final Fantasy 14, and I am in this city that is very, as Sigma is sharing, very the world that never was vibes, with this giant rope giant person. He's huge, or excuse me, I don't know their gender, so they are huge. The Convocation of the 14. Emmett saw as huh? Convocation. What? Oh my god. Oh, let me see what that last line was. So Emmett Saw brought back a moment in time? How, though? I'm gonna go to the far area here and then go back. And again, I'm just a little quiet because I'm just trying to process. It's like, what? Did he just create, like... He literally brought back a moment in time. La Habrea and Iblis? Exactly. I'm so tiny. Like, I'm short in real life. I love it. Huh. Hi, Zeno. Welcome in. Hope you're having a nice one. Let me give you a shout out as I have absorbed what's happening. As always, y'all, check out Zeno, mutual friend in streams when he wants to, and also a mod, but also a fellow Fantasy 14 person. So if you're looking for another person to follow and decide to stream, you can go check it out. Go check out Zeno over on Twitch. But yeah, I am in the city trying to understand what is going on, because this is so interesting. I'm so tiny. I love how it's accurate in the sense of me being a short person in real life. So I'm assuming these are the ancients that we've been... Hi, Ginky. What's good? I'm not riding on my, like, chocobo because I'm trying to, like, just walk around. I like to be scenic in this game sometimes just because. I know it'd go a little faster, but it's not my priority right now. Holy crap, really? Huh. The fact that he's able to do this is wild. Also, there's a dungeon coming up. If you can please wait till I'm back from LA to do that. When are you coming back? I was trying to finish it tonight, but I can wait depending on when you come back. Tomorrow? So that means then we'd have to wait to do the finale on Sunday then, because I won't be able to stream Final Fantasy tomorrow because I'm playing Secrets of Skyville. I mean, I can wait. I'll just have to end stream early. Cause I think we're 2 quests away from it. So the plan actually was to get to post Shadowbringers today. But if you really want to do it with me as a friend, I can wait. I don't have a problem with that. You should ask Emmett Saw how he's about to be able to do all that. I'm screaming. That's my question right now. I see the etherite crystal. I'm assuming I'm supposed to get over there. I'm very intrigued, but I do have the Shadowbringers art book, so I definitely think it might be a good time for me to dive into that soon. I love the snack check. Yeah, I definitely want to have a running command just for folks to check in so they're not like hurting themselves and taking care while they're watching me. I feel like you calling me little, I'm crying. But they are like almost 3 times the size of me. If I keep going to the is it this area? This like the right? Okay. Let me go back then and just finish the quest. I say, let me get on my chocobo. So, this is such an interesting place. But I like the architecture from games like Kingdom Hearts, so I really do appreciate this. It's definitely given that Final Fantasy vibe, for sure. But I'm a geek about, like, architecture and stuff like that, so... I mean, I guess it makes sense because Yosol is basically saying this city is, I guess, kept together by a lot of ether from people's bodies. But I mean, it makes sense because these people are like 3 times the size because they're giants. So why is Emmett Saw so tiny? No worries, Michaela. Thanks for stopping by stream. I'll definitely I'll text slash DM you in a bit in terms of things because I can send you the video. Actually, I can send it actually through Discord. But yeah, we'll talk soon. So I appreciate you stopping by and thanks for watching. But yeah, I'll DM you actually on Discord with the link and then I can text you later. So, but take care. I appreciate you and love you. Take care. Have a nice one. Bye bye. And tell hubby I said hi. As always. Either from Fire Emblem. And thank you, Lawrence, for dropping again the link for Gamers Outreach. Because again, y'all, every stream for the rest of this month until October 31st is for Gamers Outreach. So if you can contribute, please feel free to do so. But no pressure, no worries. Please feel free to share the information across social media in regards to supporting the organization. So yeah, couldn't very well have Emmett the size of Rogue. That's true, because he'd be even more terrifying, especially when he did the the whole shotgun in the back thing, and that would have been something else. And yes, I meant ether as an AETHER, but I understand what you mean. And shout out, I appreciate that pun / that comment, Paz, because Fire Emblem Ike vibes. We love it. Yeah, I'm wondering about that. Like, why is it registered at the place? And my bad, actually, y'all. I'm gonna play for another hour, or at least till we get to that point. Don't be mad at me, but but we will finish the rest of the story on Sunday. My goal was to finish, but since I got asked by a friend and people want to do the finale with me, I can hold. I'll just don't get mad at me. But we will finish because I would like to get to Shadowbringers by yeah, my goal was to get to Shadowbringers by the end of the year. So we're already here. But the reason why too is that I think I'll probably go ahead and end up buying the next book. Because I usually buy the art books for each expansion. So I'll probably get ready to buy the Endwalker art book very soon. He'd have to just flick that little cat boy because that's true. Would have been disrespectful too, Jinx, but I understand what you mean. He would have had a little bit too much power. I guess that is true to your point. They were about that big, so that does make sense now that you said that, Xeno. And for those of you who don't remember the fight, the Asian fight where you fight 2 of them and they fuse into a giant version of themselves is about the same size as these ancients. And as we figured out in this expansion, the Asians are the ancients themselves. So it kind of tracks that. To Xeno's point, they're huge. Which is something else. Yeah, I really just want to. I know there's like a documentary. I think Misa shared the link with me of like Final Fantasy 14. Oh, true, Asian Prime, exactly. So that fight kind of alluded to this, which is like such a subtle thing, but that's great storytelling. Because they kind of alluded to they're just big as hell. Because I'm just thinking, oh, they confuse and become whatever, but it kind of implied that they can change their size. Yeah, I do really want to see how they came up with Shadowbringers. I'm probably gonna start watching documentaries for games, but I'm a nerd like that where I like to get the lore of games I love in art books and stuff too. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I have to get all of them from Stormblood, and Shadowbringers. So could probably do that between now and Sunday, honestly. So I need to go ahead and get them all. Because I'd rather go in the post Shadowbringers, collecting all the ones from Stormblood and Shadowbringers, then I'll have to go back and do the sightseeing log too, in the locations I've been in. Yeah. What? Confirm our details? What do you mean? I also appreciate that, like, in the quest log, the font that they're talking in is red. Oh, you can mend my gear? Well, thank you. I didn't know y'all had a mender over here. I don't know how to feel. There's more city? Okay. Speaking of this world, though, while I won't be streaming it, I actually do want to play Renitas. This kind of reminds you of that game a little bit, too. Even though that one's technically in, like, a Shibuya. I think it's like a, I don't want to say cyberpunk, but like a magical fantasy tech world. At least from the cover. But I do want to play that. I'll probably get it on PlayStation just to test it out. Because I know it's available on the Switch. But I haven't seen that many people play it. I've seen more people play Metaphor. Basically, there's just so many action RPGs. I'm excited, but I'm also kind of like, oh, okay. Is that a monster? What is that? Oh, it is. Okay, I'm gonna... What does it look like? Oh, it looks like a monster from, like, Epic Mickey. No. Just gonna... get out of Dodge. Huh. They just released Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven remake for today on Switch, PlayStation 4, 5, and PC. Oh yeah, I think I'd seen that, Paz. I need to look into that because I was looking into like RPGs and things like that too that I wanted to play. I know I was thinking of Metaphor, but I don't know if I'll actually end up getting it. I'm crying. I love how y'all keep coming for me in terms of the ether currents. But yeah, I keep moving past them. It's fine. But yeah, I think that might be on my. That's not on my. Might be on my list. I need to look more into it because I think I saw that when I was looking on PlayStation for different things. Because I also know I want to play Visions of Mana. Like, there's RPGs outside of like the Final Fantasy franchise that I want to try out that I've always wanted to play. I just gotta figure out which ones because I know Metaphor plays like Persona, and that's a commitment because Persona games take forever to do. But yeah, Romancing Saga looks. I think from what I saw, I need to look into it as something because there's like a lot of remakes and things too of RPGs and stuff that are really cool. So. Oh, so you're this character. Okay. So for context, I've heard of this character's name. I actually bought jewelry from a store that has this person's name. So I'm actually glad we were actually meeting them at this point. That's cool. Oh no, I figure Genki in the sense of the name because I know this person's name. Yeah, this person's name and a few others of the ancients I do know, like Gaia and stuff. I just don't have context for which these characters are. And I appreciate, again, folks who are watching me who are further ahead not spoiling it. Because even though I know their names, I don't know any other context besides the fact that, like, they're ancients. And for context, for those who are into Final Fantasy XIV with the stores and stuff, people typically have merch of this character and other characters. Again, I just don't know in context in which they're in the game, but now that I'm getting to Endwalker and Dawntrail, I mean, I figured I'd meet these people along the way. So. Interesting. I'm crying as you already know my reaction. Got that That's So Raven ability on. I'm not mad though, you're probably right. I'm crying in terms of the currents, but okay. Law. Mm. I'll allow it. I'm crying, geeky. Caught out by my mods. It's wild, but it happens. Wow. And there's a short command. I'm sobbing. I mean, everybody is, though. You see, for like giants, there's nothing I can do about that. I do appreciate, though, because it's, again, giving the Thumbelina vibes. Definitely all the fairy tale motifs are being used as expansion, which I appreciate that. I know you're supposed to get like lore and understanding and empathizing or sympathizing in Mitsa, but I'm still like, like I get it, but also like, In all seriousness, I appreciate a really good written villain story. I don't like villains though. Typically, I still don't like Mitsa. Okay, I think I know what they're trying to imply by this. I'll get it confirmed with the story, but I think I know what they're trying to say. Interesting. So, like Stormblood, Shadowbringers has the parallels of two sides of the same coin. So, for example, Valfroy, Pretty Boy, I'm saying his name wrong, and Alphino were parallels in terms of the dangers of ideologies, and being dogmatic to the point where you don't hear other perspectives and trying to shove down what you believe in people's faces. The dangers of that. There's just like parallels like that throughout the story. So it's not shocking that we're told that, because I know I'm my character in terms of the Warrior of Light, but if we're talking about the actual game itself, the default character, then Arbor is like dark side. He's the warrior of darkness while we're the warrior of light. So he's kind of like the whole of us, almost. Like, he's not really, to me, separate. He's just a different version of us. But given Shadowbringers, they're implying that you are one of the same. You're just two sides of the same coin. One of the implications about what's going to happen is in this thing, which for those of you who were playing with me this week, I've already told you what it is. I'm not going to say it on stream because I want to be respectful of folks who are watching this, I don't want to spoil y'all. But that implies that our warrior of light will get a seat with these other powerful beings. Because if the hint of her is there, then that must mean we have a connection to somebody who maybe is why we are able to work with Heidelin as a primal. I don't know. But it's given like... It's reminding me of Organization 13, except for without it being the whole Zane or heart nobody people. But it's implying that we have a bigger role than we think, at a seat at a table that we don't know that we should have a seat at the table at. Particularly because why am I getting a seat here with you folks? Like, what's going on with that? Am I taking the thing? Yes, I am. I have a lot more theories, but I'm not going to say them because I feel like they're going to spoil the story. But I have an idea. I'm going to be kind of wrong and off, but it implies that the Warrior of Light... I'm crying. I mean, that's fair. He deserves kind of a whooping at this point because this man tried our life. But yeah, they're implying to you that Heidelin and Zodiac are kind of the strongest. They've been the longest primals. So at this point in the story, I'm assuming they want you to make the theory that the reason why you were chosen as the Warrior of Light is that you are connected to the Ancients somehow. How? I don't know, but it's heavily implied with that, as well as the Warrior of Darkness. Because again, even with his character and knowing some of the stuff that's going to happen, because like I told you, I got some slight spoilers, him even being here is bonkers, because it's kind of like you have to be a strong soul of a person to have survived going to our world to fight us and then going back and being around for hundreds of centuries. So you're not an ordinary person, per se. Like, you're not an average warrior. Like, you're something special about you. So I feel like the Ancients thing is coming up because it's like something about that with us. You know. Heavily implied. But to your point, Kinky, like, I do want to fight Emmett Saw, but I that's why for me, like, I want to... That's why well, of course, when y'all watch me, I try not to talk during cutscenes because I'm also processing. And two, I also read through all this stuff. And for me, I also want to go back and watch some lore videos because I just want to make sure I get the entire story. Because I know for me, these little details are important to me. And that's why I love books like Sherlock Holmes and The Kite Runner. Because I like those little intricacies. Because then you can piece together the puzzle and be like, oh, okay. And even though I might be wrong in terms of some of the things I'm thinking, which I have been wrong in the story. Like some of the story beats, I'm like, that makes sense. He can go kick rocks. I mean, go eat rocks. I'm crying. Yeah, I don't like Emmett Saw. I guess my reasoning is that just because you go through stuff doesn't give you the right to treat people like shit. And destroying a whole other universe of people's lives because your people were lost is not the answer. But that's just me. Like, I don't like Emmett Saw because he took advantage. And he set in motion some stuff that should never have happened. Yeah, exactly. Like, he kind of deserves these hands to eat for everybody, these feet. He deserves everything. Throw the whole kitchen at him. Kitchen sink. No worries. Like, let me put it this way. I'm not excusing Emmett Saw's actions, but I do sympathize in the sense of this man has been around for a long time, and he saw his entire group, his community, his friends, his loved ones, his people get murdered and destroyed and split off because of Zodiac and Heidelin. I would have smoke too in his case in terms of his story. So I agree in that sense of crying and being sympathetic to Emmett Saw is completely well written. Like, I get why people are fans of him and Zeno in the sense of the sword wielding samurai. Because, I mean, the villains in this story really do often have bad parents, but or parents that haven't made the best decisions for them. I put it that way. But I also think too, like, they do a really good job of writing out why people are shaped by the environments and worlds that they are, and that's really important to keep in mind as to why some of these people are like that. Because even with Mr. Pretty Boy, Oscar, I mean, the reason why he was so messed up because he's part Sin Eater, so he lost half his humanity, and he got turned to a Sin Eater when he was a kid. So the way that he was acting like a giant child the entire time makes complete sense in terms of his characterization. I think his actual name is Innocence as a villain, and that completely tracks. Because he was very gluttonous and sloth and innocence in terms of what hubris can do to you. I do feel like there's so much more he wants to tell us but yeah, exactly. I think there's a lot more that Emmett Saw probably wants to say, but I feel like I don't exactly like Jinx is saying we're too insignificant, and I think there's just a weight to telling someone your entire story and what would we do with it, I guess. He said some stuff that makes it all make sense. However, that's for whenever the full nerdcore conversation happens. Jinx, I will be sure to be there for the toss theories. Yeah, no worries. I'm totally there for theories and such too. Because I know with Endwalker there will be some pieces of the puzzle, but given that Final Fantasy XIV is nowhere near being finished in terms of Yoshi P, there's so much to explore with this story that makes it really good. So, yeah. No worries. I got you, Sigma. I mean, sorry, I got you, Genki. Genki, you said that, not Sigma, sorry. Throw the phone. I'm crying. Oh my god. You don't really have a choice. I see it's one of those, like, talk to the final characters kind of thing before we get to the final boss. No. Oh, I see the nod to harsher. I love that nod. I'm gonna do the middle one, but shout out to the developers for putting that little thing in there. I'm crying, Jinx. No mercy. Dang. I'm crying. Okay, I think what I'll have to do is unlock the dungeon. It kind of works out timing-wise anyway, y'all, because I just realized if I do finish tonight, we would have to watch a bunch of cutscenes, and I don't have the time for that. So it's going to take us way past midnight /1, probably. But that means for anybody watching or listening who wants to join in on the final battle, your butt better be there at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Otherwise, I'm going on. But no, I'm kidding. No, but in seriousness, like I'll do the final boss on this, so I will wait for folks, but we will get right to it on stream on Sunday because that's gonna be intense. I'm screaming, Jinx. So Lawrence, I appreciate you. You're like, I'm on the West Coast, so I ain't got no problems. For my East Coasters, that's gonna be in the afternoon. But yeah. Basically it means for on Saturday we'll do an hour of lace bobbing. So really we're actually gonna start towards 4 o'clock. So it'll be 1 p.m. Pacific time for those of you who don't watch the Shadowbringers finale. And because we'll get to the finale, I will make sure to get more stuff done so that way we can do more of the story on Sunday. So it's gonna be another long stream. Because I do want to actually get through some post-Shadowbringer stuff. Because next week, I think I'll only stream maybe a time or two. And that's what I mean. Like, I realize, so apologies, because I did say we'd finish on socials and stuff. But I really think, actually, it would have been better to just say we'll do it on Sunday. Because this is going to be a lot. And depending on how the story goes on Sunday, might be good for me to take a break.
This really is unacceptable. I gave you very specific instructions.
Boy, you don't tell me what to do. Don't give me that. Also, how old is Emmett-san? I know he's like hundreds of years old, but I just want to know canon-wise, like, what is your actual age when you, like, you know, died, I guess? Okay, he's an old man. He's 88. He's giving Xehanort talking back to me. Okay, fine. Lord. I still have beef. I still have beef with you, old man. I do. There's that Asian theme song.
Was for an abomination, ripe with the power to bring about the world's annihilation.
So Jake, so in my brain, Emmett-san would be around that age, but canon-wise, he's actually 88 years old, which is wild. But in my brain, I would pin him like 40s, 50s, maybe. Like with Xehanort from Kingdom Hearts, I kind of headcanon him as like 50s, 60s, just being an a-hole to children and young adults. And canon-wise, like, my character is my age in my 30s, so to me, besides, like, Thancred and Estinian, everybody else is young, and I'm like, I'm about to fight you because I don't want you to square up on kids. Literally, they'll say, but he like, I ain't talking about you bringing your little friends around me. Not that's that Arthur, right? I'm weak.
Not this half-broken thing. Whatever am I to do with you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, again, Kingdom Hearts villains, like Square Enix villains, always have that, like, swagger. Like, they have been through some shit, and they're, like, half, like, you know, need to just get a massage. And, like, that's how you spell that name. I'm crying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Xehanort. It's a very interesting name. Only Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, like, Square Enix villains sometimes just have that thing, if you think about Kingdom Hearts, where they just have this, like, evil slouch thing going on, where they just need a massage and, like, a break and, like, a hug or something, and they just monologue. That's their thing. Like, when you see Xehanort and Organization 13, you're like, all y'all got that just mean mug slouch going on. There's nothing wrong with that, though. Our bodies are the way they are. I just need y'all to know that, like, the grouchiness is real, is what I'm trying to say.
And I see you insist on keeping the same familiar company. Are you so lost without them?
Don't you got friends, too? Sigma, I'm weak.
It is not she who is lost without the familiar.
I mean, we do love accessibility, though, because shout out to my folks out here with different abilities and stuff like that, too, because, again, we're not ableists around here. But Emmett Saw's a jerk. And I know his friends, we were just talking to, I think he just needed a hug. Something, clearly.
Not content with remaking an entire city, you aim to fill it with the reconstituted souls of the dead.
No, see, they're dead. Okay, that's fair. You right, Jinx. You know, you right too, Jinx. I did kill them throughout these expansions. That is real. Not the bit Genki. I'm screeching. My actual life of me ran to see. I mean, that's true too, because he did recently switch bodies.
I may have gotten a little carried away in my attention to detail. Added a few unnecessary flourishes.
Not y'all in the chat. I'm screeching. The wildness going on right now. Not Sigma. I'm crying. Oh my god.
Well, there's no point trying to hide it. Yes. Once the rejoining of worlds is complete, Zodiac will regain his full strength and shatter his prison.
This is like the worst plan on this existence. Why?
Then we shall offer up the Source's remaining inhabitants in sacrifice, that we might resurrect our brethren who died to bring Zodiac into existence.
That in the chat. Hello there. I don't know what that says, but yeah.
But what was it that you came here to do exactly?
Kill you? Honestly, I want to come back from my friend, but I do want to stop you. Not the old young boy.
Well,
I'm crying.
have him. The wisdom that man guards may open up new worlds of possibilities.
Okay, that's cool. Stole that man without consent.
Unlock the secrets of travel across the rift and through time as well, it would seem. Quite an accomplishment for one of his incomplete nature. I must explore the limits of his capabilities and harness that power for the Ardor.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, Genki, I think they might be bots. Because y'all can't see it, but I see it every time. So, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think they're bots. Because if I could show you what it looks like, it's very weird. But I think that's a bot, so I'm going to remove it.
Even now, after everything, you refuse to see reason.
Sigma, I'm screeching.
You think it unfair that you are subject to suffering? That your lives will be sacrificed for the ancients?
Yeah, I think that's messed up. It's called lack of consent. Excuse you. You don't get to decide to just... Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ginky. Like, it... I don't even know how to describe that, but I'm thinking it's a bot, because it's just wild. But yeah, it's weird. I'm crying.
Look at me. I have lived 1,000 of your lives. I have broken bread with you, fought with you, grown ill, grown old, sired children, and yes, welcomed death's sweet embrace. For eons have I measured your worth and found you wanting. Too weak and feeble-minded to serve as stewards of any star. Have your recent spats with Vorthri and his sin-eaters taught you nothing? Have you not learned that your ignorance and frailty beget only endless misery? How long do you mean to perpetuate this farce? How much more must I endure your bumbling interference? Let us imagine that the laws of reality are again undone and the world faces true annihilation. Do you honestly believe that half your number would sacrifice themselves to save the other?
Yeah, I think so too, Kiki. I mean, Xeno, to your point. I'll figure out some mechanisms. I've been noticing there's been more bots lately on YouTube, so I'll figure it out. And yeah, to your point, Ginky, I do think like Twitch has a bit more modalities in terms of that, but we can figure it out as a team in terms of modding and stuff, because I've been noticing bots, which it's been wild. But, you know, it happens. Gotta make sure the bot snipes.
Of course they wouldn't. And if you had witnessed history unfold as I have, you would reach the same conclusion. You cannot be entrusted with our legacy. I will bring back our brethren, our friends, our loved ones. The world belongs to us and us alone.
I'm crying, Sigma. I know I've been saying Emmett Saw, but y'all know what I meant by Emmett Saw.
We understand, truly, but it makes no difference. The ones you love are in the past, while ours are here in the present. One day, we too will be ashes and dust, but not today. Our time is not yet finished.
Also, if you want to know something, it's the big thing with Shadowbringers. If you haven't picked up on the core theme, it's grief. If it's not clear, it is grief. That's the theme of this expansion. Because again, ARR had a theme of just adventure. It was very much like, not stereotypical per se, I want to say it, but it's like RPG, the world is vast, it's open, you're fighting things. And then Heavensward was very somber and accepting reality and trying to find your friends. Stormblood was very much like fight the power to the people, very much vibes in terms of stepping into who you are to be the leader you need to be. Shadowbringers is grief and dealing with the consequences of being a hero, because sometimes you're not going to always make the best decisions and you're not always going to feel confident in those decisions, but you can believe in the you that believes in yourself, and there's no good or bad. It's just decisions and consequences, and still moving forward despite that. Emmett's whole storyline is what happens when you are stuck in grief, that eventually you get all consumed by your darkness to the point where you don't care about anybody but yourself, to the point where you're willing to ruin other people's lives and then some for your own happiness. Because, again, as much as I love this city, it is terrifying of an idea that someone would bring back their friends and dead family members just to be constantly here and then kill everyone to summon Zodiac. That's bonkers. But, again, I understand why his motivations, but it does not make it right. But shout out to the writers for this, because, again, the Azians are doing what they're doing because they have been a people who have been harmed and oppressed. However, it does not justify it. And to Alphinaud's point, which is very poignant writing, just because your people are gone doesn't give you the right to end someone else's timeline. It's not your decision to make. And that's the other thing this expansion has also riffed on too. It is not your decision to make about what people choose to do or do not do. Just like it's not anybody's decision to make you feel any type of way about how you choose to make the decisions that you choose to do. Because that was, again, the other parallel with Thancred and Renjit, where it's like, you don't have the right in your grief to make your grief someone else's problem. Because with Rain, it was like she didn't really get the means to be her own person, because Thancred and Renjit were just telling her what to do because they were both grieving over some people who were gone. But at the end of the day, that's not right, and it doesn't excuse the behavior. So if there's anything from Final Fantasy XIV with all its morals, or at least, and this is what I'm getting from the story, which is great storytelling, you do not have the right to be an asshole just because you're going through shit. Period. You just don't. Even though it's rough, and I understand that people go through shit, it does not give you the right. At least on an individual scale. We're not going to talk about systemic issues and stuff too. Racism, deism, that kind of thing. And yeah, exactly to your point, Jinx. He still sees this as a mistake. As something that's an abomination, because he's lived thousands of years. He's seen the mistakes people have had. But again, as the Warrior of Light, we're a little different, as the story is saying, than everybody else who's lived. And that sometimes it is. Sometimes, even without the Warrior of Life motif, sometimes in life it is that one person who's just willing to make a difference, and it sets a chain reaction, and this is how you get all these people coming together to beat his behind and take out the Sin Eaters and stuff. And I get in his grief, which we'll find out more as we get through the lore in terms of the ancients and their powers and what they lost. However, it still doesn't justify what the fuck he's doing. Not saying anybody's agreeing with him. I'm just saying, I just love the story beat with that, because this is a great expansion to go through grief with. Even if it's just justified, shows strength of character not. Exactly. And that's the thing, Genki, that I think Final Fantasy XIV's core theme is that no matter how much shit you go through, it takes the strength of character to be kind. And that's why I always say my mantra in life is kindness is forged in fire and steel. Because some of the kindest souls I know have been through hell on earth, and they still choose to be kind. And I don't mean in the sense of lacking boundaries or not standing up for yourself. Don't take no shit, of course, as the quote goes. But like you're saying, it shows strength of character to not do what he's trying to do, which is, just because you're grieving doesn't mean you could just take everybody else out with you. It's not cool. It's not fair. That doesn't make it right. Someone's timeline ending does not mean you can end someone else's. So that's, I think, a constant thing within Final Fantasy XIV. Be like Optimus Prime, exactly. Where it's really trying to remind people that, no matter how bad it gets, you can always have a little bit of hope. I mean, because their plan was to have Zodiac protect them. If their people were not divided and the other side summoned Hydaelyn, there wouldn't have been a Sondering, and life would not have persisted in shards. Exactly, too. And that's a good point, because the Azians made their decision, and Zodiac and Hydaelyn never would have happened had they not made that choice. But choices were made, and it just is what the fuck it is. And I think sometimes I appreciate how blunt this game is. And that's why, again, I like Thancred's character, Stola, where it's sometimes there's no nice way to put something. You just got to get to the point. And if it fucking sucks, it sucks. There's no nice way of putting it. When I'm not a very toxic, positive person. I'm very much like, if something is shitty, it's just shitty. But it does not mean we can't be in the and space of, can I hold space for my grief and my pain, but also know, like, this is going to pass, because emotions are fleeting, and it's wild, because when you lose somebody or you go through some shit, you feel consumed by your darkness, you feel consumed by your emotions. However, like, you get to a point where it's even funny, where you start to smile about things or find joy and stuff, and that's kind of the thing that Final Fantasy is really perpetuating, which is, even though you might not got the ending you want or might not like the story, how it unfolded, you can still find purpose and meaning by forging it in steel and fire like a blacksmith. But I'm also maybe interjecting my own philosophies in terms of things. And, you know, again, I'm going to go read up on the lore and stuff. But I just, that's what I'm taking from this, where, like, I really like Shadowbringers because it is asking you to grapple with grief and see how grief can really change you as a person. Because even with the Warrior of Darkness and us as the Warrior of Light, the motif was he was stuck in his darkness for so long that he was shrouded in darkness, that no one knew where he was, and he was just sitting, waiting around. But even being around us, even knowing we are sitting there, our character's still like, we're still seeing this to the end. I might not be alive after this, just like Kopintea, but it's worth it to see through the end. And that's the thread of hope, like the radical hope that Kopintea and the folks in his timeline were saying, of like, even though the Warrior of Light, even though we got the bad ending, if there's even a 1% chance that Kopintea going back in time can save us, then all this bullshit would have been worth it. And that is enough for me, even though I will not live to see it. And that is an amazing theme for a game. Because again, I don't believe that true kindness comes from, well, don't get me wrong, people can have an innocence about them, so that's why, like, good old Oscar Pretty Boy was named Innocence, because that's what happens when you're used to being gluttonous and taking over stuff. But true resiliency and hope really is forged in fire, and I love that theme. I love that a lot. I'm catching up in the chat, and sorry for riffing for a second, but that's what I took. I appreciate you, Sigma. That's what I'm taking from this expansion of, like, why I really, really, really love Final Fantasy XIV. They're doing a phenomenal job for reiterating that you're not going to be happy getting, well, I don't want to gaslight folks in the sense of, when you go through stuff, you have the right to stand up the way you want. And I don't believe you owe anybody who's harmed you any type of forgiveness. I think that's something that's based on people's lives, and I'm not going to argue, like, to be toxically positive and just always be like a monk about stuff, I guess, if the stereotype goes. But I do think this game, like other stories, teaches you that life will move on, and you will carry the weight, as Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop always said. You will learn how to carry weight. It's not any less heavy, but you don't have to be like him. You don't have to ruin people's day just because you're going through shit. If you're having a bad day, then just stay inside and leave people alone. People are going through their own shit too. They don't need it from you either. It's like that whole flawed idea about Joker's one bad day philosophy whenever he goes against Batman. Yet Batman has gone through such a huge loss to his important elements. If it wasn't for Alfred, he would have not been a hopeful beacon for Gotham. Yeah, and it reminds me too of, like, Naruto, where slight spoilers for those of you who like Naruto, you can tune out. Like, the character, and I saw some videos on this, which I think was great, but the character that really helped Naruto become who he was by the end of the series was Jahaira. I'm not Jahaira, sorry. Oh, Lord, it's not Itachi, it's his teacher. Iruka Sensei. So for Naruto, Iruka Sensei is like his father figure, and one thing that Naruto does say in the story is that Iruka is the reason why that he didn't go down the path he could have to be just, you know, heartless and jaded, because he just wanted to be recognized by someone, and because he was hated by the Leaf Village, for those of you who've seen Naruto, and he was orphaned, and he didn't have anybody in his life. Iruka Sensei was the only person who recognized him and gave him some dignity. And Naruto tells him, like, because you did that for me, it made a world of difference and changed my life path to the point where Naruto becomes Hokage. And that's why they say, like, one little thing can change somebody's life. And it is a very profound message, but it's true. So the threads of those types of stories is definitely immersed in Final Fantasy XIV. So again, I appreciate what they're trying to spell out here in terms of at this point of the story. I'm gonna not be sappy, But that's what makes the expansion particularly mean a lot to me. Yeah, no worries. You can be sappy, kinky. It's fine. I don't mind people being sappy. Because I like the motif. I like motifs of just being reminded that the abominable human spirit is very much there. And being a human is hard, but video games and stories can remind us, like, when you're going through hell, just if you keep on keeping on, like, it'll be okay. And somebody will be along the way to help you. You don't have to, like, be in complete shroud of darkness. People can be good. You just gotta find your people. You gotta find your scions. Shadowbringers and Endwalker are my favorites because it's a perfect tie into the whole story from AR. Yeah, exactly, Jinx. I think they did a phenomenal job, like, tying up the 10 years of dialogue. I think this is one of the best ways to do it. I think shout out to the writers. They really did 5G chess with these expansions. Bruce went through a huge loss, and he didn't turn his plan into chaos. Sure, his first 2 years, he was considered vengeance, but he never killed any criminal because he believes. Okay, yeah, exactly. This is one of the greatest arcs for storytelling in most of any games. Yeah, I would say Final Fantasy XIV is one of the most phenomenal stories I really just enjoyed the story. Like, it's really good. I love the end titles in each episode of Cowboy Bebop. You're gonna carry that weight. See you, Space Cowboy. I love those. Yeah, exactly. Like, Cowboy Bebop is why I really like it, because it does deal with the thing of, I mean, without. Again, another slight spoiler. So if you haven't seen Cowboy Bebop, you should watch it. But the whole motif of Cowboy Bebop is people running away from their past and having to confront it by the end of the series. Like when Radical Edwards splits off from the group, everybody has to confront their past and realize, like, the dream can't last forever. And Spike's whole storyline is him grieving everything he's been through and going back to finish business, knowing he might not survive what happens. And that's why I love Cowboy Bebop, because even though the story is left up to the interpretation of the viewer of what happens to him, it is a profound story of just humans and stories and people's lives. And I love Cowboy Bebop for that, and has left a mark on me for the rest of my life. I love that story. Shout out to Watanabe. All his stories have that motif of just people have lives and situations, and there's things they cannot and can control, and that's okay. You just learn to carry the weight, and that's just how it is. So, it wasn't for the people that chose to be friends with Naruto, he would not be the person. Exactly. Here, I just understood him. You're tired. You've been through a lot. You've lost it all. You need the rest. So let me put you. I'm screeching Sigma, but you know what? It's fine. The cruelty of the universe versus the abominable human spirit meme. Exactly. That's the meme. Exactly.
We share your conviction, and that is why we will not abandon our course.
Exactly. Like, you have your priorities, we do. Just because you want to yell about yours doesn't mean I gotta stop doing mine.
You think us the same? You think your tattered soul of equal worth to those I lost?
I knew you were gonna get mad about it. Oh, man. Trying to make an equivalent exchange is not how that works, and he didn't say that. But you too busy in your grief to see that, which is... I understand. He's still very much hurt, but okay.
Then come. Earn your place. Prove yourselves worthy to inherit this star.
Okay.
Backdrop for your final judgment. I shall wait within, but do not spend too much time on your preparations. There's no telling how much longer the guest of honor will last.
Pass. I know he doesn't lie, which is terrifying. Okay. With that in mind, that is this. It's like he's dropping the hottest rap album of all time. Okay. With that in mind, we will have to stop it here because 1, it is late, and 2, I was requested to wait to do this. So for any mutuals or friends in the chat, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time / 4:30 basically / 1:30. Be there. I'm gonna finish squaring up on Emmett's side and finish out Shadowbringers. So that's the plan. But let me shout out to Ginky. Thank you everybody who was here in terms of shenanigans. But yeah, we are at the end of Shadowbringers. So yeah, and that's what I mean, Sigma. Like, I don't think he has any reason to lie to us. I think he's just telling us because he doesn't give a shit about us, but he's just telling us because he's also grieving and wants to have that sharp venom about his grief. Which, again, I'm not mad at him. I haven't liked him this whole expansion, but at least he keeps it real. It's just one of those things where it's like, if you're going to be an asshole, at least be honest about your assholery. I don't like that passive-aggressive fake shit. Just be real with me, like I've told y'all. Like, just go ahead. It might hurt my feelings, but I'll get over it. At least you're being honest with me. And no worries, Lawrence. I appreciate it. I'm glad people like when I riff on my conversations in terms of things. But, yeah, I think... I mean, even the Hellfire analogy is just grief. Hold on a second. Even the motif of the Hellfire thing with grief is just anger. Like... If you really think about it, and this is probably my psychology neuroscience brain kicking in, a lot of people's grief and like sadness is often just anger. It's disguised as sadness or grief, but it's really anger. And that's really what Emmett Saw is. He's just an angry person. He's just mad as shit that this happened. And again, completely understandable. Does not justify him trying to cause a mass extinction event. Yes, I will be getting my ether currency for Sunday because we have a couple of days. And I'll also be doing the Moogle stuff so I can go ahead and get my donut earrings because patch 7.1 is coming fast. And also give me some time to do Sage stuff. So it worked out. It's fine. But again, shout out to Ginky. Thank you all for joining me tonight. And yes, please enjoy Watch Cowboy Bebop. Like I said, I love it because if you're looking for shows that talk about consciousness and like just those themes about just... like, life is hard, but it's worth living. I don't know. I think there's two sides, Lawrence. I appreciate the sarcasm. I appreciate you. He legitimately is willing to walk into the fire, ask if you're willing to do the same for the sake of what you care for. True. Because I think he really thinks that because we've been through all that we've been through, he thinks we're going to join him. And again, it's just a choice. And I understand at this point, like, we as a character have lost so many other NPCs too. But, like, I ain't gonna murder nobody just because y'all killed my friends. They did what they wanted to do and made their choices. Like Papa Limo and everybody, they made their choices for us. And continuing to live for them is a choice too. So, but yes, thank you all so much for joining me. Again, for friends and mutuals, we want to do it on Sunday. We will probably start around 4:30. I just want to do some co-working first on Sunday to kind of get back into the rhythm of that. But we will finish out Shadowbringers and we'll do a longer stream. Always going to cry going through it. Personally, I hate it. I tank for it every time. I'm crying. I guess we got to figure out some plans in terms of shenanigans. But I believe in us, and I'm your healer, so we'll make it happen. It's gonna be lit. But let me see who I can send y'all off to. Do you roulette mandates I tank for this? Got it. So, again, describing the plan. We will do co-working on Sunday. Tomorrow I'm going to play Seekers of Skyville to take a little bit of a break. That was the plan anyway, regardless if we got through Shadowbringers or not. But we are going to take a break, play Seekers of Skyville, check it out for a couple of hours. Might be a little bit of a shorter stream, but it's fine. And then on Sunday we'll do co-working, and then we'll do Shadowbringers. So the stream on Sunday will be longer, because we will be in the post Shadowbringers, so I will try to get through the MSQ, and then we'll just take it slow, because my goal would be to just start practicing as Sage and Astro, keep going through post Shadowbringers, and then from the rate that I'm going, even if I don't stream as frequently, I will probably be an Endwalker by the end of the year, if not early next year. That's the plan. So, but again, as always, I will take my time with the story. I'm not trying to rush through Shadowbringers or Endwalker. It's going to be an experience, and I'm going to have my feelings hurt. So, it's like I keep seeing memes, the ones that go never and show some photo. Yeah, exactly. No worries, no worries. I get you, Pass. Like, there's stuff to live for, even if, like, and it's not to be, like, disruptive in terms of things. And I will say the caveat here, I'm not dismissive of folks having, like, actual depression, anxiety, and things like that in terms of, I try to recognize in terms of the ableism. But just recognizing that you're going through a hard time and acknowledging that can make a world of difference. And just having even one little thing to look forward to can change your day. Or change, you know, what you're doing in terms of just reaching that goal. Even if it's like, I want to live to hear this one song type of thing. But yeah. But okay, let me see who I can send y'all off to in terms of stream for today over on Twitch. I think we're right at, like, the next day, so. Oh, it kind of works out too, because I have something really early in the morning, so I don't even know why I set myself up thinking, oh, you know, we'll make it. Lol. Alrighty. I will send y'all off to 3 recommendations on Twitch. One, Misa is streaming right now. Misa is playing Grand Blue Fantasy. Misa is a mutual friend in the space who also plays Final Fantasy 14. Super cool. Another person is Yuki the Oni. They are playing Yakuza 0 if you want to go watch that. If not, Yumi Cafe Art is playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. So those are your options. Again, oops, I spelled Yumi's name wrong. You can either watch Yumi, Yuki, or Misa. Other than that, if you don't want to go watch anybody, because I've been streaming for just 3 almost 4 hours, please, do what you gotta do. Trust me, losing someone at an important time of growth is super painful. However, the lessons and memories that one holds can keep a person moving forever and heal. Exactly, Pass. Exactly. But no, Yuki's super cool. Yuki the Oni is super dope. They're a dope person. So, Yuki's playing Yakuza 0. Yumi's playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. And Misa is playing Grand Blue Fantasy. So you have some great options. Of course, if you don't want to do those things, it's totally fine. I've been streaming for about 3-4 hours. So you can go rest and stuff. And 2, Lawrence's point in the chat. Yes. Again, we are in respiratory season. COVID is still a thing. Bird flu is out in the West Coast. And then we have monkeypox. So being under 2 pandemics / respiratory season, particularly if you're in Turtle Island / the States, wearing a mask is really a great tool in your arsenal. Please do not play with your life, including, to Ginky's point, don't lick doorknobs. Oh, Pass, that's, yeah. Video games. I'm so serious. Play video games. Do what you gotta do. Find people. Even just listen to great music. And of course, I want to say at this moment, too, I'm not a therapist, so I can't, like, help in that sense. But for those of you who are going through that type of stuff, I hope you can get that type of support through your friends, mutuals, or someone who can help you navigate through that through therapy or something. I am pro therapy / take care of your mental health, whatever that means for you. Because for real. Yeah, and to pass to your point, yep, watch all these streamers. Exactly. But yes, to the point, wear a mask. Be safe out here, y'all. It's so serious. Like, don't play with your life. Like, don't do that. Don't lick doorknobs. And, I like N95 respirators are not bad. I even have to buy some chains for mine so I can, like, especially be prepared for respiratory season. But just in general, I wear a mask all year round. So that's why people are like, what do you look like? And then I pop up a photo of myself in IRL like, hi, it's me. Hello, I'm a person with a face, but you're not going to see it because I'm outside of my house. But anyway. Alrighty, y'all. I'm just going to hobble off here. I'll see y'all in a second to say goodbye to Ginky in the game. But I will see y'all tomorrow night for Secrets of Skyville. If not, I will definitely see you on Sunday for Shadowbringers. If not, I'll see you somewhere on the internet. Thank you so much for your love and support. I also just want to say shout out to you all in terms of the shenanigans. I have almost 1,000 of y'all following me on Blue Sky. I don't know what's going on, but I appreciate you. and my shenanigans, talking about Animal Crossing and Animu, which is part on anime, but yeah, Tyler the Creator's latest new album. Nice. Exactly. See, there's a lot of really good things to look forward to. It's the little things that matter. It don't have to be big things. It can be little things. Like me getting a Moogle plush, I'm so excited for that. As well as like this jacket I'm gonna get for Final Fantasy 14. But anyway, let me not go on my tangents. Y'all know I can do what I do. But all right, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for watching me. I will be back tomorrow night around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time playing Secret Skyvo for probably like an hour or two. And then we will move forward with Final Fantasy 14 on Sunday. And then I will drop my schedule probably for next week by Sunday. But I'll probably start scheduling things out for the rest of the rest of the year. Because November is right around the corner. Which is wild. I've got Secret Santas and gifts to plan, so I'm excited. But 2025 is right around the corner in my mind. So, but alrighty, y'all. Take care. Please stay safe, stay well. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and we'll be here next time. But bye-bye for now. Huzzah!